Institute of Community Service Incorporated, Head Start and Early Head Start Parent Orientation. Greetings to children and families from Executive Director Elois McClinton. Welcome to the program from the Early Head Start Director Karen Piggies. What is Head Start and Early Head Start? A federal-funded early childhood program providing comprehensive development services to age and income-eligible children, birth to 5, pregnant women and their families, including behavioral health, disabilities, nutrition, child development health, social services, family and community partnership services, began during the summer of 1965 under the leadership of President Lyndon B. Johnson. This Head Start EHS program is operated by Institute of Community Service Incorporated Project Head Start, a nonprofit organization. ICS services 14 counties: Benn County, Clay, DeSoto, Grenada, Lafayette, Lowndes, Marshall, Noxubee, Oktibbeha, Panola, Quitman, Tallahatchie, Tate, and Tunica. For more information about Head Start and Early Head Start, visit eClick, officerheadstart.achs.gov/HS1C. ICS Mission Statement. The Institute of Community Services Project Head Start enriches and strengthens children, families, and communities for future success. Head Start Guidelines. Head Start must follow the following guidelines to maintain compliance: Head Start Performance Standards, ICS Policies, Procedures, State Child Care Licensing, USDA requirements.
Time of operation: center hours, Monday through Friday. Early Head Start starts at 8:15 a.m. through 3:45 p.m. Head Start starts at 8:30 a.m. through 2:30 p.m. If early arrival or extended hours are needed, contact your local center director. Agency smoke-free policy. Smoking, vaping, the use of tobacco products in any form, alcohol, and illegal drugs are prohibited at all times in all spaces utilized by ICS, EHS, Head Start centers, and transportation. Cell phones. ICS prohibits the use of cell phones in the center. Use of child's picture in media presentations or publications. Parents are asked to agree in writing before their child's picture may be used in program media presentation and or publications. Child abuse and neglect. We act in the best interest of the child, and as child caregivers, we are required by the Mississippi Child Abuse Law to report any reasonable suspicion of abuse or neglect of a child. If any child abuse or neglect occurs on the premises, property, or within ICS activities, the Mississippi Department of Child Protective Service will be contacted by management and administrative staff. Parents or other family members suspecting or viewing neglect or abuse are asked to report directly to CPS at 1-800-222-8000, and this is a 24-hour hotline, or you can call 1-601-359-4001 or email to www.msabusline.ms.gov or any local enforcement if needed. Child abuse and neglect and prevention training will be offered to parents. Medical neglect, including oral health, neglect may be reported. Staff are provided training on child abuse and neglect identification. The Head Start role in child abuse prevention tries to foster a helpful rather than punishing attitude and advocate for and support of our parents when possible. COVID guidelines/protocols for operations and quarantine. If a child/teacher tests positive for COVID-19, the parent of the children in that classroom will be notified that there was a positive case within the classroom. Only the child/teacher who tested positive for COVID should quarantine for 5 days. Once the child/teacher is symptom-free, they should return to the classroom. All other children, as well as staff members, should continue to report to school. Active supervision. Active supervision is a proactive strategy being implemented throughout our centers and buses to ensure that our children are kept safe. These strategies allow children to explore their environments safely. Infants, toddlers, and preschoolers must be directly supervised at all times. Programs that use active supervision takes advantage of all available learning opportunities and never leave children unattended. Below are 6 strategies of active supervision. Set up the environment. Staff sets up the environment so that they can supervise children and be accessible to see and hear children at all times. Scan and count. Staff continually scan the entire environment to know where everyone is and what they're doing. They count the children frequently. Anticipate children's behavior. Staff uses what they know about each child's individual interests and skills to predict what he or she will do. Staff who knows what to expect are better able to protect children from harm. Position staff. Staff carefully plan where they will position themselves in the environment to prevent children from harm. Listen to sounds or the absence of them may signify a reason for concern. Engage and redirect. Staff wait until children are unable to solve problems on their own to get involved. They may offer different levels of assistance or redirection depending on each individual child's need. Pedestrian safety. Supervise children at all times. Children should not be allowed to cross the street alone. It is best to hold your child's hand as you cross the street. Teach them who can help them cross the street safely. Explain to your child the safe way to cross the street. Say, when I cross the street, I always stop at the curb. I look for cars, I look left for any traffic coming, and then I look right for traffic coming that way, and then I look left again. When it is clear, I cross the street and keep looking left and right. Teach by example. When you cross the street with your child, always stop at the curb, look left, right, left for traffic in all directions. Cross when it is clear. Keep looking for cars as you cross. Encourage your child. As you both safely cross the street together, praise the child for copying safe actions or words. Practice what you teach at all times. Transportation. Early Head Start children are not allowed to ride buses. Parents, guardian must transport early Head Start children. Head Start children riding the bus must be with an adult each morning at pickup and each afternoon at drop-off. Transportation authorized release persons. All children being transported in an ICS vehicle are only released to a parent or legal guardian or individuals identified in writing by the parent or legal guardian. Identification may be requested or even required. An authorized person will be required to receive a child upon returning home. No one will be allowed to take a child off the bus unless arrangements have been made and the person has proper identification with them. Older siblings must be 18 years of age to receive a child if the parent or guardian has listed the sibling on the release information form. If an authorized person is not at the drop-off point or home.
General safety rules. Be on time. The bus cannot wait for tardy students. Be patient in the event the bus is off schedule due to unexpected events. The parent or guardian is not allowed on the bus. The parent or guardian must stay the distance of 10 feet from the bus at all times. Allow the bus monitor to place your child on the bus and to retrieve your child from the bus. When the bus has come to a complete stop, the stop signal arm and crossing arm are out and the bus doors are open. Watch your child get onto the bus. Do not send food, drinks, toys, medicine, umbrellas, etc. on the bus with your child. Give notes to the monitor with child's name on the note.
Unaccepted items on the school bus. Do not send on the bus or bring to the center the following items: backpacks/book bags, food, drinks, toys, pillows, medicine, umbrellas, including any other item that may be harmful or a choke hazard to children. Alternate location request. Children may be transported to an alternate location at the request of their parent or guardian or other authorized person. The following applies. The request must be made in writing and signed by an authorized person and received no later than 12 o'clock noon. And there must be a bus route in the requested drop-off location and space on the bus for your child. Parent phone calls regarding changes in transportation. Due to concerns regarding student safety, the ICS Head Start staff cannot accept messages over the telephone requesting that the child's mode of transportation to go home be changed. Arrangements will need to be made in advance, with the normal mode of transportation only being altered under the following two conditions. The first one is that the child comes to school with a signed and dated note from the parent. The note would be given to the classroom teacher, who would then forward it to the office. The second one is the parent personally comes into the school office and make the request. The office will call the child so the message can be relayed to him or her. The parent will also be asked to put the request in writing. Emergency contact and release persons. ICS must have a list of emergency contact people to meet child care license regulations and to ensure the safety of your child. Children may only be picked up from the center by the parent or guardian or any adult listed on the child's emergency contact form. Do not send people to pick up your child who are not listed in your records. We do not accept phone calls for emergency pickups. Telephone records should be kept current, and identification may be required on release persons. What children should wear and bring to school. Comfortable clothing that is easily washable is best. Clothing, outfits and or coats with long strings in and on them are not permitted. Shoes must be closed-toe and closed-heel. Flip-flops, slides are not permitted. This is for the child's safety. Make sure you check and see that your child's clothing is appropriate for the weather. Ensure that your child always has a complete change of clothes in the center regularly. Be sure and label each item of your child's clothing and belongings with a permanent marker. Ensure that your child always has one large towel or a small blanket to cover his or her sleeping cot. Absenteeism policy. Family services staff must contact the family and determine the reason for absence if a child is absent for 3 consecutive days. Family services staff must file absentee form or other documentation on each child whose family has been contacted because of consecutive absenteeism. The total number of consecutive unexcused absence a Head Start child may accumulate is 10. The total number of non-consecutive unexcused absence a child may accumulate is 20. The child may be dropped from the 10th consecutive unexcused day or the 20th non-consecutive unexcused day, whichever comes first. If your child must be absent, call the center or send a note to tell the bus driver/monitor. Excused absences may be given for illness, transportation problems, hazardous weather conditions, family circumstances determined by family services, medical appointments, temporary family situations, parent visitations, and cultural/religious activities. ICS has an automated, unexpected absence call system to alert parents and support child safety. Inclement weather. ICS has an emergency broadcasting system. This is an automated call to inform you of center closings due to inclement weather and other emergency situations. If you see the 1-800-679-0847 number on your caller identification service, this is a message from us. Early Head Start and Head Start centers abide by the school district's decision to keep schools open or to close them due to inclement weather conditions. Please listen to the radio. If your local school district cancels schools, your Early Head Start and Head Start centers will also be canceled. A note: closing of Early Head Start and Head Start sites located in daycares will be based on the daycare provider's direction. ICS School Readiness Goals. ICS School Readiness Goals for Head Start/Early Head Start provide goals for learning and socialization of our children. ICS provides activities that are age and developmentally appropriate for the children we serve. ICS provide experiences that promote positive self-esteem, language development, hands-on learning, exploration, physical and cognitive development. The importance of play. Play is the work of children at this developmental stage. Through play, your child learns socialization skills, language skills, cognitive skills, problem-solving skills, and physical development. All of these skills are very important in the development of your child. Curriculum. Head Start. The Learn Everyday curriculum features research-based content and daily resources that are fully aligned with Head Start, child development, and early learning framework. Early Head Start. The creative curriculum is an award-winning research-based content and daily resources that are aligned with Head Start child development and early learning framework. This curriculum helps staff address each child's individual needs and plan developmentally appropriate individual, small group, and large group activities for children. Parent-teacher conferences/home visits. The purpose is to discuss the child's progress and developmental growth. ICS requires the following yearly: 2 parent-teacher conferences and 2 home visits. Parent conferences and educational home visits may also be done virtually or through some other form of media due to environmental factors. Parent engagement. Parent as partners. Children succeed when parents are actively involved. Parent involvement is the key to the success of EHS/Head Start. There are opportunities for parents/guardians to be involved in your child's learning. Parent fatherhood meetings and trainings, parent education opportunities, virtual distant learning activities, policy council representative and alternate, parent conferences, non-federal matching share, in-kind contributions, and family partnership agreements.
Come volunteer at Head Start. Head Start receives funds from the federal government to serve children and families. A requirement of this funding is that we must match 20% of the funding with donations of time, supplies, or local funding. So, the time you and your child spend at home and on the educational activities that enhance your child's learning, it can be counted toward this required match. We call this in kind, meaning donated time. Volunteering is in kind. Volunteers. Volunteers are allowed at the center only if they have scheduled their visit with the center director. All volunteers are required to be fully vaccinated and follow agency protocols. Ways you can volunteer and get involved: attend parent meetings, serve on the policy council, plan with the teacher to spend time in the classroom with your child, help prepare center classroom, serve on the advisory/parent committees, serve on the self-assessment team, serve as substitute teacher or substitute bus monitor, help prepare and serve snacks, help with classroom activities. Contact your center director for other ways to volunteer.
Disabilities and mental health services disabilities. Head Start/Early Head Start programs welcome children with special needs in our programs as we believe in providing an enriched preschool environment for all children. Referrals and related comprehensive screenings can be requested for children suspected of having a disability, previously identified disabilities. Individualized education programs/individual family service plan, the IEP/IFSP records, if in place, are required to determine the best placement and support services for any qualifying child. Mental health. Mental health services and/or support are available for all children and their families enrolled in Head Start, Early Head Start. These services are provided by qualified mental health clinicians with experience and knowledge in child, marriage, and family therapy and/or social work. Contact information for mental health behavior services is posted at the site, or you may contact your teacher or your center family service worker for further resources. Family Services/ERSEA. That's eligibility, recruitment, selection, enrollment, and attendance. Family Services' overall goal is to strengthen families and move them toward self-sufficiency and self-advocacy. This means helping you to be the best you can be and helping you take care of yourself, your family, and other responsibilities. Family Services lead the way on recruitment, intake information, and enrollment. Selection of families for enrollment is based upon income guidelines that come from Congress and the ICS selection criteria point scale. Early Head Start also has its family services staff tasked with recruitment and selection. Once families have been selected, the Family Services section is responsible for providing supportive services to the family based upon the family's specific need and goals. ICS wants parents to remain the most important people in your child's life and continue being the first teachers. Parental involvement and hands-on parenting are both encouraged by ICS. Physical and dental exams. Children are required to have a physical and dental examination each year they are enrolled in Head Start. A physical/dental form or documentation from the doctor/dentist needs to be completed by a doctor or a dentist and returned to the center family service worker. If follow-up treatments or referral is needed, it is important to be compliant. Referrals made and listed on the physical or dental forms are important to maintain your child's health. Prescribed medication. Only prescription medication can be given by staff. The parent must complete the ICS authorization to administer prescribed medication form with Center Family Services worker. Over-the-counter medicine can only be given when prescribed by a medical provider. Whenever possible, give medication at home. As a safeguard, the medication must be brought to the center by the parents in its original package, which shows the physician instructions for dosage and storage. If enrolled in a blended partner site, public school medication procedures will be followed. Screenings. The program provides screenings in vision, hearing, speech, and height/weight within the first 45 days of enrollment. You will receive a copy of your child's screenings results. The Center Family Service worker will contact you if a referral is needed. Height and weight measurements are completed on site. If your child is not within a healthy weight range, we have a registered dietitian who provides nutrition education for all families. Immunization records requirements. All enrolled children must have a completed series of immunization shots. The required record is Form Number 121, issued by the Mississippi State Department of Health. A completed, accurate physician-issued MS Form Number 121 is acceptable as well. Parents who use a private physician are encouraged to also have the immunizations entered into the state's Department of Health database. If records are lost, the doctor retires, or such catastrophes as a fire occur, your child will have records and not need to repeat immunizations. Just take the records to your local health department for entry. The Mississippi State Department of Health Immunization Exemption Form Number 122 is only acceptable if there is an approved exemption from the shot records. Parents may be able to access the MSDH website to access or print immunizations through Mississippi Immunization Information Exchange, MIIX. Nutrition. Breakfast, lunch, and snacks are served each day to children who are enrolled into the Head Start centers at no cost to parents. If you feed your child breakfast at home and you do not want your child to eat breakfast at school, please send a note to your center director. If your child has a diagnosed food allergy or a special dietary need for medical reasons or religious preferences, a doctor's statement or a notarized statement from your clergy will be needed to alter menus. If you are an early Head Start parent and you breastfeed your infant, you may call the Early Head Start Center to make arrangements for you to come out to feed your baby and for the center to receive and store your pumped breast milk. If your baby is on formula, the formula recommended by your doctor is what we will be feeding to your child. Due to health concerns, including allergies, choking, nutritional content, religious beliefs, and liabilities, no one will be allowed to bring food, beverages, candy, or balloons for children into the classroom for holidays, birthdays, celebrations, or any other reasons.
Grievance procedure for parents and community persons. Step 1. Share your grievance or concerns with the center director. It is the responsibility of the center director to advise the parent of the process for getting their grievance addressed if they are not satisfied with the resolution proposed by the Center Director. Step 2. Parent Engagement Director. The Parent Engagement Director will review and assess the grievance, discuss it with the appropriate parties involved, and attempt to resolve it. Written information will be needed for clarity. Allow 3 business days following the contact to issue a decision. Step 3. Executive Director. If the parent or community residents are not satisfied with the proposed solution by the Parent Engagement Director, the parents or community residents may request that the Executive Director hear their grievance. The request must be in writing and submitted to the Executive Director. The grievance is considered settled on the Parent Engagement Director's level if such a request is not presented to the Executive Director by the dissatisfied parent. The Executive Director will hear the grievance, review all available facts and information, and issue a decision within 10 days of following the hearing.
Thank you and welcome to ICS Head Start and Early Head Start. More information, please visit our website at www.ics-hs.com or Facebook page at //serc/INC-CDS-INC-757171621521436/. That's www.facebook.com/institute-of-administrative-services-inc-757171621521436/.